So in this video we're going to demonstrate using Microsoft Word to type up some math. Microsoft Word is showing down here, and up here I have a PDF document showing that has what I actually want to type. So this is already done, but I'm going to try to recreate it down in Microsoft Word, and I will demonstrate and talk through how you do that using the equation editor. So I've already typed theorem, and then I'm up to the point where it says square root of 2 is irrational. So square root of 2 is math, right? So I want to go into the equation editor, and I do that by hitting Alt equals. And you see I get my little type equation here, space. And I want a square root. Now you can get the square root, I think, through here, right there. But actually, so that is one way you could do it, and that's fine. But I'll also emphasize the keyboard way to do it, because I think that's a little bit faster, especially for the common things like square roots that you want to be typing a lot. So the command for square root is \sqrt, and then you hit the space bar, and then you have the beginning of a square root. Now I'm going to type 2, and I'm going to hit space bar again, and now that completes it. Okay. Now I'm going to hit the right arrow key, and that actually takes me out of the equation editor box. If I hit the left arrow key, I go back into it, but if I hit the right arrow key, I'm out of it. Now I'm back in regular text mode. What you don't want to do is still be in math mode and then start typing. You see it's in italics because it thinks it's math, so that's not what we want to do. We want to go back right after the square root of 2, hit the right arrow key, leave the equation editor, and now we can type normally. Okay. Okay, so again, so suppose I'm just copying what we have above that. Okay, so again, Alt equals \sqrt space 2 space right arrow key to leave the equation editor is a rational number. Then, okay, once again, Alt equals \sqrt space 2 space right arrow key can be written as, okay, once more, \sqrt space 2 space, but now there's more to the math, so equals. Now for P over Q, I'm going to type P/Q, and then I'm going to hit space, and you see that it formats it as a fraction. Right arrow key to leave the math mode, to leave the equation editor, comma, where P and Q are integers. Now notice in the original, P and Q are in italics because they are math symbols. So, you know, a good and professional way to do it is to go into the equation editor, even for something like that. So instead of just typing P and Q, right, what I'll do is I'll go Alt equals P, right arrow key, and Alt equals Q, right arrow key, R, integers, no common factors, i.e. a fraction in lowest terms. Okay, thus Alt equals 2 equals, and now I'm going to do P caret 2 for P squared. Now as soon as after I type the 2, I'm going to hit space, and it formats it correctly. Then I'm going to do slash, because it's going to be a fraction, Q caret 2, space for the Q squared, and then space again to make it look like a fraction. Right arrow key to leave the equation editor. And so, Alt equals, so let me bring this up a little bit. Okay, 2Q caret 2 space equals P caret 2 space, right arrow key, period. Oops. Therefore, Alt equals P caret 2 space, right arrow key, is an even integer. which implies that, okay, and again, alt equals p, right arrow, itself is an even integer, period. Okay, so alt equals p equals 2k, arrow key, for some integer, alt equals k. We now have alt equals 2q carets 2 equals parentheses 2k parentheses caret 2, hit space, equals 4k caret 2 space, right arrow key, or alt equals q caret 2 space equals 2k caret 2 space, right arrow key, period. We now see that alt equals q caret 2 space, right arrow key, is even, and so alt equals q, right arrow key, itself must be even. Okay, so hopefully you're getting the idea. Again, some things that people don't, that when they first start this, they don't realize is to do the right arrow key to leave the equation editor, and also the space bar to whatever you've typed. If it's a command or anything like that, the space bar will turn it into the thing you want it to look like. And I'll just finish this up. And again, just to reiterate, a nice thing is even when you're just typing a single variable, if it's a math symbol, it's good to put that in the equation editor and have it come out in italics. And we're done.